welcome to my YouTube channel. We're going to make a Christmas card today, and I'm trying to keep my Christmas cards as flat as possible, but I want a lot of interest in them. So without further ado, I'm going to make this, but I am going to change one or two things up on it. So it's going to be well, wait and see, but it's going to be like this. Right, so you're going to start off with a card base that is 8 1/4 by 5 7/8. You're going to score down at 4 1/8. Okay, I'm going to leave that flat for a minute. I've then got a piece of and I've got my ruler out. Real red cardstock, and this measures 4 by, it should be 4 and 5 3/4. However, when I measured my card base, it didn't quite come up at my 5 7/8, and that's the reason I've chopped this down. If you're using a card base and you find that your card base measures just under that, then I will tell you that I took it just under. So if you put it, well, I actually took it a 1/16 under, so it happens to be 11/16. 5 11/16 to be precise, but 4 in width, because I want it to have a nice little border all the way round. Okay, and we could stick this down, so we'll go for sticking that down. Okay, so let's do it. Which way do I do it? Do I do it? Do you know, when I score my own cards and do it, I never give it a second thought of which way I am folding my cards. But seems when they're pre-scored, I all of a sudden lose my head. Right, okay, so we're going to just put that down, so that can be the start, and then that can be drying. So we're just getting that nice little white border all the way around. So we want to make that even. Okay, and my paper. That's it. Make that down. We can put that on one side. I've then got a piece that measures 3 3/4 by, it should have been again 5 1/2, but I've pulled it back that 1/16 because of what I'm doing, but it won't make any difference if you stick to 5 and 5 1/2 for that one. Okay, right, so we're going to start off with let me see, a old colour, I'm afraid, because it's a paler colour and I wanted a paler colour. So this is soft sea foam, so you can always use one to stamp off, and I'm putting it horizontal, and I'm just going to work pulling it out to each edge. So I'm just going to put it all in the corners, so it'll just meet up in the middle, and just putting this so it's going to the edge there and the edge there. Okay, so it will cross in the middle, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, right, now that was soft sea foam, sorry, that was soft sea foam. What's that there? Okay, and then I'm going to bring in the Courage and Faith. You can still get this one. That actually, sorry, I didn't tell you, that was from Forever Firm, but all you want is a leafy one like this. There's lots of sets with leafy ones. There's some brand new sets with lovely leaves in. So all you want is something that goes a bit like that can be looking Christmassy. And I thought I used this one the first time I did it, but I'm going to try this one now. And I'm actually deciding on this one. I think I'm going to try and stamp off so it's not so in your face this time. And I'm going to use shaded spruce. So this is going to be a shaded spruce one. And so I'm going to bring that in and I'm going to see that's stamping off. Yes, I'm going to go for stamping off. So I'm going to stamp it off and I'm just going to place it. I wanted the other one, I think. I'm just going to change. Now there is 2 in this set and one goes one way and the other one goes the other way. And actually I've decided I shall just remove that. I want it to go the other way because I want to follow it round. So let's bring that back in. Just make sure my stamp's clean. Right, so I'm going to bring that, going to stamp it off. Oops, that's not stamped very good. Yeah, stamp it off. And then I'm just going to place it, just coming off it like this. So I've got that one there and I'm bringing this one a bit further around. I'm going to do that all the way around. So again, I'm going to stamp off and I seem to have got a build up on that. So let's move that out of the way. So I'm going to bring this one and this one is going to stamp about there. So it's falling off it. And I'm going to turn it round, stamp off, and then I'll bring that one coming round a bit. Doesn't matter if it falls off the side, that's perfectly fine. And then do this one and I'll bring that one about there. So just so that you've got some of that other showing, but you take that off. Right, I'm going to move that. Where's that one? Yeah, out of the way now. I should have brought in my cloth and I haven't done. Oh, got dandelion on me. Don't know where that's come from. Right, so I stamped off on the shaded spruce, so I'll just put that out of the way. Now I thought I'd use as well the Shy Shamrock. So for that one I've got another old one. This was the Tag Buffet. So this was the Tag Buffet and it's got this one in here. Now I'm going to see what this one is going to be like. And I'm going to kind of put this in the middle and I'll take it up a bit and I'm going to let this be full strength this time. So I'm going to let that be full strength. This is going to come up in the middle there like that, up in the middle like that, up in the middle like that. So that's Shy Shamrock. Okay, let's move those out of the way. I'll just pop that on there, getting a bit inked up. Well, it's a bad mistake not bringing the cloth in with me. Right. Okay, so that's Shy Shamrock. I think all those colours are really working well together. And I'm bringing in Old Olive and I'm going back, and I forgot to put this one on, didn't I? Going back to that tab buffet, because it's got this little my brain, isn't it terrible? Since we've had the COVID, brains don't seem to work as efficiently as they used to. Convinced of that. You're all shouting it out to me, holly leaves. Thank you very much. Right, holly leaves. And I'm going to just place some of this in the white spaces. So anywhere I've got white space, I'm just going to put some going round. Okay, up there. Not sure if I will put one going over there, I think, and I will put one going up there. That'll do me fine. That's it. I'm happy with that. Let's put that out of the way. Now, I'm going to bring in, and I forgot to get my real red out. Silly me. Real red. And let's bring another ink pad in. Real red. Oh, bring in a little block and go back to my tag buffet. So from this I've used that, and I'm now going to use the little berries. So as I say, there's lots of sets that'll do these in. Oh, that was dimension I was using the other day, the other bit of it. Right, all I'm going to do is bring my real red up and just stick this on the end of my holly. So wherever I've put my holly, just going to put this on the end. Bring that red in. Don't want to get anything on that. And that one there. There we go. Lovely. Right, now. So the next thing I'm going to do now, if I can not get anything on me, let's just put that out of the way, is I'm going to bring in an embossing folder. I thought this added more interest, and I've got it out somewhere. Just a matter of finding it now. What have I done with it? I've put it up here. Yes, I have. Right. So you could do a Christmassy one in the background. I'm just doing this one. It was called Tufted 3D. It's a funny name for it. I didn't know that it was called that. It just reminds me of like padding. It does. So I'm going to put that equal distances. Put that in there. I'm going to bring in my big shot. Oops. To take this through. Just move my glue out of the way. I'm just going to use my big platform. And I've got two things that I got together, and it has this plate and a silicone mat. But we just need this one and wind it through, and hopefully that's enough pressure. Just check and lift up. Yep, perfect. So we're going to take that out. I'll just move that out for now, and that out for now, and just move that out of my way. Okay, so I'll need that in a little bit. So we've got that so far. Right, now I wanted, well, to be honest, what happened last time was I made a mess. And I got something. Oh, was it that? Oh, no. I just felt when I put it on like this, it was not enough for me. I wanted to add more, something more to it. So what I decided is I've got this glue pen that's suitable for gold flakes. So I'm just going round the edge, the very edge with this. Because remember, I'm wanting to keep my cards flat. I'm wanting to keep them flat, but I'm wanting as much interest as possible. So I felt that this added more interest. And it's just rough. You don't need to be absolutely accurate. I'm just doing this rough all the way around. There we go. Just let that dry for a few seconds, Okay, so while I'm just letting that dry a few seconds, just move it out of the way, and I'm bringing in, I need some gold doing, so I'm just, while we're waiting for that to become tacky, I'll just bring back in a big shot, and just my plate's just out of reach, just let me get that. And there's this lovely die from I want to say Dainty Daisies, Cheerful Daisies, what am I saying, Cheerful Daisies. And I've just cut a chunk of gold card that'll fit it on. I'm just going to put that through and just take it through. Yeah, sorry for the wobble. And I'll just run that through a couple of times. Probably don't really need to do it with this big one because it's got such a powerful press that it might just do it in one, but I have used this die such a lot, and over time when you use and use and use your dies and use certain cards on them as well, it can make them go dull, it can. So that's fine. So I'll just pop that out of the way. I've got another couple of those. I didn't have time before coming on to do this, so some of my viewers say they like to see from start to finish, so this is start to finish. I just didn't cut the red card, was the only thing that I've not done really. Sorry for the wobble. I did cut that, so nicely cut out. Just get rid of those. There we go, and I'm just going to do one more for good measure because I wasn't sure how much I'd use, because I will show you on my other one what I did. And I just roughly cut round here, so I just need to see whereabouts I did it. Okay, so taking that through. So you can always fast forward this when you're watching it on the replay so that you don't have to see you're doing this if you don't want to follow along and have the chit chat as we go along. Right, so I'm going to actually cut these down. I don't think I'm going to use them as a whole. I'm going to cut those down. Right, so don't like to lose my dies. So as I say, that was from the Cheerful Daisy, which is a great one. Okay, now it would be possible, if you haven't got the oval, you could actually use this out of Cheerful Daisy. That would work actually. I'm not going to use that because I wanted to go on an oval theme. So we're going to go on an oval theme. Right, I'll just move that out of the way. I will need to bring it back in a minute, but and I will bring in just a sheet of paper. My grandson's been stamping on this. Let's see. No, it's the same on both sides. But what I'm going to do now is all this round the outside. I've got my gold plates, and I'm just going to run this now over. So it's going to give me a gold rough edge. Oops, that was a bit obsessive, wasn't it? That's the trouble with it. I've decanted it into a smaller smaller actual thing. Now let's go around that. Now I can see, let me get rid of some of this, I can see there's some bits missing, and I am going to be a bit fussier because I've actually got things showing through. So I'm actually going to go over where the glue's not quite gone. So I'm going to do that and bring that in a bit more. Did I do that? Yes, I think I've done that. Just going where I feel the glue. So I'll just pop that on one side 1 minute. And where's my lid? There's my lid. Right, now I do want some more of this out, but I'm just for the moment gonna see if I can get it to go back a little while. So just don't want, and you get loads of this, and if you've bought some, you're probably not using it because either you forget about it or you don't know what to do with it. So I'm giving you an idea today of how to judge up your Christmas cards by using it. Right, now we will just cut out an oval while I'm just waiting for that to tack again. It only takes a moment really, but I just want to get that crack on. Now, the old shapes, the stitched shape dies had ovals in. Now there are different sets with ovals in, and I will measure this and tell you roughly how much it is. So it's roughly 2 7/8 by 1 7/8 roughly. So that's a bit of a rough do. And I'm just going to cut this, because when you run it through your die cutting machine, when you've actually done lots of cutting, it, in fact the gold does show you better. Let's see, can you see? You can see a bit there where it's all, you know, it ruins the gold outside of it, and so that's why I cut round my dies, because the plates have worn. There's nothing wrong with them and they work, and the actual part that you need, it's absolutely fine, as I will show you. Sorry for the wobble. So, oh, come on. Can't get that off. Go on. My butterfingers, dear me. There we go. So it's absolutely fine, the bit that I need, but it's now the outer edge of here. Again, is it going to show you? It'll show you all the marks. You probably can't see it. Actually, that isn't too bad. Saying that, that's not too bad. Right, let's just move that out of the way. I'll just bring my die back in. So again, I'm going to go around with my pen on this, and I'm going to go to where all my dots are. Doesn't matter if it goes over them, it will be fine. So, or should I say dashes? The dashes, aren't they? So it just adds that little bit of something to it, I just felt. So anything that, I think we have some heat, maybe embossed stuff that you can do this with. I just found this little pen just was the ticket. We don't sell a pen to do it. Right, so just move that out of the way. Right, I will push that to one side, bring back in my outside edge because it should have got tacky again, and let's see if I can be a bit more controlled now. So there was a bit in that corner, bit down this edge here. I'm gonna, come on, you're not gonna stick. What's that bit? That's better. Let's just see if no, it's not doing it there. Doesn't matter if it doesn't do it in those places. Okay, so you get the picture now. Okay, so now we've got that lovely gold edge, and then when you put it, let's on the red like this, it really brings it, adds that little bit extra. Okay, so let's bring in the oval now, and let's go round. See, I can put this doing the gold, and I just, because this is gold, I've done it again, I've got far too much out. It just floats out with your silliness. Right, I'll just that around. You see, it doesn't have to be even at all. It can go in and out, shabby chic. But that just adds that little bit of something to it. Okay, just pop that on one side. Let's see if I can get some more of it, and let's go back to putting that away. Come on. Oh, there we go. Let's put that away. Right, I did that on there, hoping that we'd get less gold on here. Okay, right. So back. Right, now I'm going to dust this with my embossing buddy. See if I can get rid of some of the static and all the bits off it now. That's it. Right, that's got gold on there now, that's good. Right, bring in my Versamark, and I'm going to bring in a sentiment from Unto Us. So I'm just going to really make sure this is well inked up. Put this on here. Okay. Okay. Put that off there. Bring in my tray. I love the tray, that's got a bit of gold dust in it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Use those. Put that in there. I'm going to give this a good shake. Now there will be two different golds, because this gold is a darker gold. See if it'll do with just that. Struggling. I mean, I've got normal nails, but I'm really struggling today picking stuff up. Let's tip that out. Try not to tip too much out. That's it. Get rid of that. Right, okay, let's move that right out of the way and bring in my natural cute tool to make it work. Oh, get up. And let me, come on, not messing. I'm just going to move that because I don't like my rubber stamp in the way. Let's just get over, oh dear, just before we, I've just realised that my tea, let me just get that. Sorry about that. See if that'll do it. Move that out of the way. Come back in. Now beginning to change. Now I've not done this before, doing the gold and then heat embossing before, because when I did it originally, didn't, I heat embosses first. I just want to I think that's it. Just let me, oh, I don't know about that. I've got a little bit more there. I don't think it's quite done it there. Okay, I'm okay with that, yeah. That looks it. Okay. So we've got that. Let's put that out of the way. Right, now, let's stretch that off a bit. So I'm just going to put a bit more in there and just get this little bit of gold that's just off camera and just put that back there. It's nicely prepared. Okay, lovely. Super duper. Right, now what I wanted to do as well, we'll put that on one side 1 minute, is the Stylish Shapes dies. Okay, the Stylish Shapes dies have got the biggest one of your I won't say tag ends, I can't think of the word, but those ends. I don't know what's the matter with me today. And I've just got a piece of real red, and we're just going to run that through. Real red. Put that in, because they've got lovely detail on these, haven't they? So I do like them. Basic Shapes are a great foundation, actually, because you can do so much with them. You can write in them, you can use it how I'm using it. Now all I'm going to do is cut this in half, or roughly in half. So because I want it to stretch a little bit bigger, so I'm cutting it in half to make that happen. Oh, now I forgot. See this shiny red? I got the red and the green, I did, and I put them. Bear with, I'm sorry. I thought I'd got everything, and then I find I haven't. So bear with me. A minute. I'll search for push metallics. That's not what I want. That must be it. Yeah, it is. So I got these two, red and green, and it's lasting me a long time. Okay. So I just want some red. That's a bit of green. There's some red. So I'm just going to bring the red shiny out. Now, there's lots of bows that you can get on different sets. Now, which bow? I thought they're the Stylish Shapes, so it's not that one. Is that it? Might be. Let's just pull that. Yeah. So I'm loving these Wanted to Say dies, because the great little embellishments that you get with it are great. I don't know what is under. Oh, it's just the more wording on the side. But this has got this lovely little bow in it. So we're going to use this lovely little bow. So I'm just going to see where I can. That's a mark on that. So let's just take it here and cut this out. There we go. Just put that out of the way. Normally I get my little machine out, but not going to bother. Right. Just bring that through. I don't think I wanted anything else, do I? So there we go. Didn't need to put it through twice really, but just taking the plates to the other side to get out of my way. Right, let's move that, and we've got this other little bow now. Look at the detail, you see? Is it going to show you? Oops. I'm going to show you. Yeah, look at the detail in that. It's beautiful. Okay, so that's great. Let me put that die away because I don't want to lose it. So I'm going to just put that together so I know it's away. Right, now for the assembling. Okay, so what we're going to do, first and foremost, so remember, I'm trying to keep it as flat as possible. So I'm creating as much interest as possible without making it thick. Okay, so it doesn't matter which way it goes up, just making sure that I have got equal increments all around. I'm just going to hold that. There we go. Now you can do the card this way. I've chosen to do it this way, so make sure it opens the right way. Just going to get my bone folder. I should have creased this before I put the stuff on, but it will work. There we go. So we've got that there. Now I'm going to put this a little lower than the centre, but as you see, everything's coming off, not a problem. Right, now I'm going to stick these down on just with glue, because remember, I'm keeping it as flat as possible. Now I want it to go under there, and we'll just have it going to the outside, okay, like that. And if you put it level with the edge of your card, not the red but your white one, then that will make sure that you have got it straight. Okay, and then the other bit I'm going to do the same, and there won't be that much missing in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to take that there, no, it's about there, and put it to the edge. Okay, the edge there, and as you can see, there's not much. Now if you just bring something in, I'll just bring my bone folder in. You can see that you've got it great. Okay, and then again I'm going to stick this on the top. Now I'm sticking glue in the middle. Okay, this is because if I stick it on the outside, I can't tuck anything under it. Whereas if I stick it in the middle, it's going to adhere to the middle with tuck room. Okay, now I'm going to show you my other card a minute, because I want to show you something. On this one, I did use a different bow, but these gold bits, these are the inside of the leaf. So these leaves here, if you discard these, particularly when you've cut out in white, I just rub my, put some glue on top, and I just rubbed over with the gold leafing, and this gave me these little embellishments. So I use everything, but I thought I'd make it easier. I think I am going to use all of it. I've decided. I'm just going to put this going up here. There we go. So I'll leave that to come off, that's fine. And this one, oh, I can get it if I just go over that way, yeah, I'll do that. So I'm just putting it on the bottom, and the bottom's going to tuck underneath, remember. Now I can go over the edge of this, but not over the edge of the white, so that's fine. And I think, let's see if yeah, I think I'll go over. I don't want it over, or do I just want to? Actually, I'm going to break the rules, I think, a little bit, and consider what I want to do. Okay, now my bow, I did stick over this side, but because we've got this sprig here, I'm going to stick my bow, I think, just to that side, like that. There we go. So that goes over there. Now I'm running down. I have this habit when I see things that are not quite how I want them, that the rough edges, I just stick my nail down the side and it just tucks in any rough bits. Okay. Apart from that seems to, don't know what that is. I think I'll get my scissors in. I seem to have got a fluffy bit and I don't know what that was. It's okay. Make sure they're out of the way. Okay, there we go. Put those in there. And then I thought I'd just finish off. Now there is, not sure whether there's any red glitter this year, I can't remember, but I like to cut out, I've got a hole punch, a normal standard hole punch, and I just have got some red glitter, and you can either stick the gold, you can either stick the double-sided sticky tape on the back before punching it out, or you can get our backing stuff. I think I got our backing stuff for this, and I'm just going to decide where I want them. So I'm going to put one there. Now, the truth about the other card, right? The other card, I had a few accidents on. My colours caught a bit. I think I must have got them on my hand. And I made some smudgy messes. So you won't be able to see the smudgy messes because what I always say is there's no wrong in crafting. If you make a mistake, I say there's no mistake in crafting, just more, what's my wording, more reasons to be more crafty. That's not my actual thoughts. I can't remember me saying, oh, my brain today. No mistakes in crafting, just more, it's gone. But the reason is that you can always do something. I had a terrible smudge here that went on to this card here, so that's why my bow's that side. I had some little bits on any of those that needed covering up, so my embellishments are over there. So there's no wrong, you can always do something. Now, as I say, I have the glitter paper and I just put the double-sided sticky tape or that on, cut it out. This happens to be a 1/8 of an inch punch for that. Say that is standard. That's just a standard hole punch that you can buy from any stationery shop, basically. Now, do I want to do what I did before? I do actually quite like what I did before. So the idea is that you do triangles. I don't know whether anybody has ever said that to you, but embellishment should always be in odd numbers. Okay. I think, yeah, I'll do that there. And they, that's gold. I need another red, so I've got to seek out. Oh, there's a red one. Sometimes I do a lot of these in advance. Sometimes I have to do them on camera, depending on if I've run out or not. But once you've just got a piece of glitter paper, then you you can do this very, very easily. Okay, and let's see, so we've got some there. So do I go here or do I go there? I think I might stick with the top actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick up here. I'll stick that. I'm not trying to get it level with that at all. So where's my red one? There's a little red one. Come on. Got so much in my little stash that I just picked up. Is that everyone I picked up a gold? Yeah, everyone was a gold. Ah, there's the red. Okay. So, there we go. So there is your triangle, offset triangle. And I just think that's not the glue pin. What am I doing? There. I think that's quite pretty. I like that. So there was my original. And there's the one that I've just made. So if you've got the Cheerful Daisy, you've got the choice to do it there, or you've got the choice to do that type of thing, depending on whether you've got gold card or whether you've got the flakes. But you could even do the flakes on this as well. So, but I think that's my favourite, I think. I do like that. And of course, Christmas does begin with Christ. So the whole point we celebrate is because it's all about the birth of Jesus. So I always like Joy to the World. That's that Jesus was born. So this, the Joy to the World, was off the paper pumpkin and it was called Joy to the World, the paper pumpkin. I think that might have been a few years ago when you got Joy and you got to the world. So I decided to do that. I cut out a bigger oval and then decided at the end of the day, I cut out the bigger oval and then I decided that, excuse me, that's a little bit too big. I want to pull it down. Oh, my voice is now going, sorry. And you can use any sentiment in there. You can change that. So as I say, let's just pull out the Cheerful Daisy. Where are you gone? I've just had you. There you go. So if you pulled out the Cheerful Daisy, you could do that on there. It would just about, yeah, it would work. That would work on there. And you could just have Merry Christmas on that. So, and you could do exactly as I've done with that. Or another suggestion for you is that you would cut this out in gold, you would cut it out in your white, and then cut your gold one in half, and then you would just mount your gold one so that it's giving you that little bit round at the top and bottom. That's another way of doing things. So there's lots of things you can do. But I just wanted to use an oval, saw that and liked that. So thank you very much. Stay safe, stay well. Bye for now.